Alright everyone, good morning. Today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024 at 06:04. And today, we have our day 1 outlook to look at today. So, our day 1 outlook, as you can see, we do have a little bit of a slight risk here in Minnesota, South Dakota, over into a little bit of Iowa, even into Nebraska. But, we do have a marginal that extends all the way from North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, over into Iowa, down into Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So those are our risks for today. So let's see what we've got for today's risks. So we have Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Norfolk, Brookings, and Yankton under a slight, and Omaha, Lincoln, Lubbock, Fargo, and St. Cloud having a marginal. So let's see what else we have today. So today it looks like we have a tornado risk of a 2% in mainly Minnesota, South Dakota, over into Iowa, even into Nebraska there. So that's the only tornado threat we have for today. A good thing is more on the low end with the 2%. So those cities would be Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Norfolk, Brookings, and Yankton. Alright, moving on to today's wind outlook. We have a 15% across parts of Minnesota. I don't know if you can see that, but a really tiny bit of North Dakota does have a 15%. But it's mainly South Dakota into Iowa and Nebraska that have this 5 or 15%. 5% it does extend from North Dakota over into Minnesota, South Dakota over into Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So let's see what we've got for today's wind. So we have Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Norfolk, Brookings, and Yankton having a 15%, and Omaha, Lincoln, Lubbock, Fargo, and St. Cloud having a 5%. So I definitely would say a 15%. You could see damaging winds of 60 to 75 miles per hour could be possible. But in the brown 5% area, you could just see winds of 60 to 70 miles per hour possible. So please be mindful of that. Anyway, today's hail risk. We now have today's hail risk here, 15% in Minnesota, a little bit of North Dakota. It's really the smallest part of it, so I don't even know if you can see that. But South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska do have the 15% hail risk. And of course, this 5% hail risk goes from North Dakota through Minnesota, South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. So anyway, let's see what we've got going on here. We've got Sioux Falls, Sioux City, Norfolk, Brookings, and Yankton under a 15%, and Omaha, Lincoln, Lubbock, Fargo, and St. Cloud having a 5%. So I do definitely would say hailstones could be 1 to 3 inches in the 15% area. That's the yellow area. And then 1 to 2 inch hail could be the 5% area, which is the brown area. So those are my predictions. Let's just see what the Storm Prediction Center has to say for today. So thunderstorms capable of severe wind gusts and isolated large hail are possible today across parts of the eastern Dakotas and Minnesota, southward into the mid-Missouri Valley. A marginal severe threat will also be possible in parts of the central and southeast plains. So there you have it. There is today's day 1 outlook. So there is today's hail risk, today's wind risk, today's tornado risk. In our overall day 1 outlook, I do really hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you do stay weather aware and stay safe. It has been very crazy few days, as I could not be able to charge the iPads, therefore I was not able to make videos. But now that I am able to charge the iPad again, I can now get back to making Outlook videos. So anyway, I hope you stay weather aware, I hope you stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Outlook.